Hello, my name is Eddie Tofpik. I'm Head of Technical Analysis and Senior Markets Analyst at ADM Investor Services International Limited, and here is your daily technical analysis of foreign exchange markets. I'll start with the euro against the dollar. A fourth bearish black crow yesterday and a continued follow-on from the recent bearish closing black Maribozo and earlier pipe top. The market is still following down within the late June to mid-August bearish shift pitchfork, touching and then finishing a little above the middle time, currently at 96.71. This pitchfork is an offshoot lower from the earlier big old January to May 2021 bearish Andrews pitchfork. Now this older venerable pitchfork had shown the way lower for so long. Looking below, we now have the October 2002 low at 96.85 being tested, and below that the August 2002 low at 96.20. These are within a widespread and somewhat diaphanous zone between 97.22 and 96.20, with a smaller zone below that between 95.23 and 95.40. Meanwhile, overhead, we have the upper time currently at 99.69, closely allied with the declining short-medium moving average currently at 99.92. There's a possibility that the action since mid-September may be a possible double bottom in the making, but it's early as yet, and I wouldn't hold my breath over it. So far today, further small follow-on lower, down to just below the October 2002 low, and onto the middle time right now. Cable, aka sterling against the US dollar. A fourth bearish black crow yesterday, but it can also be seen as a lower but indecisive spinning top. There's also a continued follow-on lower to last week's bearish double and outside day that also constructed a pipe top as well. Above, we have the middle time, currently 111.93 of the broken June to August bearish Andrews pitchfork. Seems this pitchfork is still resonating in the market despite having been broken last week. I've drawn a new, much more acute mid-September to early October bearish Andrews pitchfork. At the moment this is purely speculative, and I'm quite prepared to amend it to a shallower bearish shift pitchfork or even discard it completely. There is no indications if this one is working or not. Overall, the market has made its way down below congestion from January 1985 between 111 even and 113, but does not indicate any great desire to continue lower right now. Now this 111 to 113 area, or zone, doesn't seem that great a congestion, but as it has effectively been pierced in late September, though I do note that we have little clear support until the 108.83 and 108 even areas. Now so far today, well, a further, if limited, move lower so far. Tentative to say the least, and looking like it's bracketed between 110 and 111 even at the moment right now. Euro sterling, an indecisive doji cross yesterday, matching in its indecision with the previous session's indecisive spinning top. The top side was again limited by the remnants of the September base lower bull channel line, currently at 88.25, and more importantly by the middle time, currently 88.39 of the April to August bullish Andrews pitchfork. However, below we have three interesting levels, which may or may not act as supports. To explain, so far they have, well, sort of acted as some sort of supports, but not decisively. They are the April 2021 to high at 87.19, the Fibonacci level at 86.98, and the April 2020 low at 86.69. The last one, that April 20 low, seems the most effective, as we have little below that until the rising short-medium moving average, currently 86.06. However, overall, we are still within the same previously mentioned bullish April to August Andrews pitchfork, close to the middle time, and that is the central driver of this market right now. So far today, well, not much, a slight move higher, but not managing to overcome the last 2 days' highs so far. US dollar against the Indian rupee. An immediate countering bearish Harami and bearish opening black Maribozo yesterday, in response to the previous session's bullish closing white Maribozo that had made a new all-time high. The market seems cognizant of its position within the recent rudimentary bull channel come ascending wedge pattern. That's currently 81.94 to 83.15. However, I still have for the moment limited confidence in this pattern as it's just too steep for my liking right now. But it is what it is, and I cannot deny it being there. Looking below, we have some congestion in the 81.45 to 81.50 area, but it is recent, formed over the last 2 weeks, though it does have the old broken upper time, currently 81.65 of the early June to early August bullish shift pitchfork emerging up from within it. Here again, I'm not too keen on this support right now because it has been broken in the past and will at best be a shadow of itself, though I take the point that it may be better working in conjunction with the congestion. The only issue there is that it's moving away higher away at the rate of 2 pies a day from the previous support. So far today, well, not much. A small indecisive doji cross of all things right now. Maybe moving down a little bit bearish, but it's still just based around yesterday's close. US dollar against the Brazilian real. An indecisive spinning top yesterday as the market seems to have been caught up in the fishing net of all the nearby supports and resistances. Above we have the 50% Fibonacci line in the March 21 to April 22 move at 522.76 and the 50% Fibonacci line of the May 21 to April 2022 move at 527.37. Meanwhile below we have 3 layered core of nearby supports of 1, the rising medium moving average currently at 518.86. This has mainly acted on a closing basis, but it is still there. 2, the lower time currently at 515.39 of the late May to late August bullish shift pitchfork, and 3, the declining long moving average currently 512.03, which incidentally is the one I have the least confidence in right now. Looking once more above, beyond the 50% Fibonacci line at 527.37, we have little notable resistance, bar a Fibonacci level at 538.13, until the meteor-looking Fibonacci level at 543.81. The key driver here now, and it is still somewhat nascent, is the previously mentioned bullish shift pitchfork, for now at least. US dollar against the Mexican peso. A second bearish black crow yesterday and a follow-on to the previous session's bearish engulfing pattern. The overhead resistances, primarily the medium moving average currently at 20.1295 and the long moving average currently 20.2277, as well as the short medium moving average currently 20.0836, have all been continuing their pressure on prices, such that we've ended the session lower. What was notable this time was how we had an open and close yesterday, thus the main body of yesterday's action was back below the upper time, currently at 20.0196 of the broken March to July bearish Andrews pitchfork. This bearish Andrews pitchfork is mainly redundant, being overdrawn by the, or overthrown, or overtaken if you like, by the bearish shift pitchfork for the same move, especially the middle time middle time below, currently at 19.8713. Yet for all of this, the move below the broken upper time still has some significance. The reason I've taken pains to highlight these 2 times is that in about 2.5 weeks, they will cross over. And for those who know me, well, that is when I looked out for one or more of the following things to happen: a change in trend, a reinforcement of an existing trend, and or volatility. These usually lag the crossover by a session or 2, but it's worth watching out for, and for what happens on or around the 28th of October. In the bigger picture, the market has been base building since mid-August, between roughly 19,000 and about 22,000, so 1990 to 2020, with occasional forays outside. This is still the picture, with the current short-term incentive being lower, but overall no significant feature developing in either direction. So far today, a slight pull back up, but interestingly capped by the broken upper time. The base is the same as it was this week as last week. Right now, Thank you for listening. This short version broadcast gives essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted with this broadcast. Copyright is Eddie Tofpik and ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here comes the final bit.